welcome back to rock natural. And I'm coming to you today with a new video. In this video I'm actually going to be showing you how to take this wig. This wig was extremely long, as you can see, and I'm gonna show you how to take it to this length. It did end up turning out a little shorter than what I anticipated, but there's a reason for that. There's some reason, because I think I actually like this more. So if you want to learn all about that and see how I chop off all of that hair for this wig, then keep watching. Who remembers this wig? Okay, this wig, be sure to check out this video here to see where I got it from. But this video is mainly to cut this wig, so I wanted to switch it up because it's real long, and I've gotten the wear out of it that I think I'm gonna wear this length. And so now I want to cut it into a cute asymmetrical bob, and I'm going to be showing you how to do that today. So I have this on, and I kind of just want to get an idea of where I want to cut it at. It has this wrinkle in it because I was in a bag for some time, but I think I want to cut it like here so that it stops like right at my chest. So since I'm going to be doing this on I'm not going to be wearing it when I'm going to be cutting it. I'm going to have it on like a mannequin in this case, but some people have wig heads. So I want to cut it right about here, and I just need to make this a staple so then I know where to go from. Or maybe I'll make it a little bit longer. I want it here, and I want it very blunt so that we can be rocking this thing. Okay, so I have it here, and let's go ahead and set up. So what you'll need is a pair of shears or a pair of scissors. I say shears because shears help when you're cutting your real hair and should be used so that there aren't any crazy split ends or anything like that. But you can also use real shears since this is not your hair. I mean real scissors since this is not your hair. The second thing that you need is either a mannequin head or a wig head, and you can get both of those from Amazon. I'm going to be using a mannequin head. And then you also need like a stand, and then I'm going to be laying down some newspaper because I do not want to be vacuuming up all of this hair, and I'm going to be doing it on carpet. So that's all of the things that you'll need. You can also grab a spray brush if you want. It's easier to cut the hair when it's wet, and I will be grabbing mine, and then we'll have to just like blow dry it out at the end. And let me see, you'll need a couple of hair clips or hair ties, and there's two ways you can do this. You can do it very strategic like I'm going to show you, or you can just go ahead and start cutting straight across since it is dry. It's up to you on which way you want to do it. I think I'm going to do it the very strategic way because I want this to come out bomb.com. So follow me as we get started on this. Okay, now that we got the mannequin all ready to go, I'm just going to go ahead and spray her a little bit. This is my mannequin I like to practice my hairstyles on, but right now she's wearing a wig. And I'm not going to drench this. I'm just going to spray it just a little bit to help detangle and then cut. So now that we got it a little bit wet, she's so long. We want to make sure this is on straight. So there's a bunch of, like I said, a bunch of different ways you can do this, but we want to make sure she's straight, her head's straight, the wig is straight, and then we want to start cutting. So I think I said here on myself, but I want to section this off. So you want to start by sectioning it into 4 sections if possible. I'm going to do a side. I'm going to do a part on the side and then a part on the other side. And the less hair you have, the straighter your part can be, or the hair will be. So this hair gets pretty tangled. I think it's because of the color. But now that we have a spot where we want to go, we want to switch between combs. We want to comb with like a thinner side like this. This has the thicker side, but you want the thinner side, and you want to run it through and then like hold your fingers as straight as you can get them, and you want to keep them really close to the mannequin's head, or the person's head if you're cutting somebody. And then now that it has it straight, you want to pick up your shears. So I could do a separate video on this and excuse the rest. But if you're having shears, I'm left-handed, so you want to put your thumb here, your main finger here, or your ring finger, and then your pinky will rest. And the other two are like this. So these are not the real shears that I use on people. They're a little rusted, but these are the ones I'm going to be using today on the mannequin for my wig. And you want to make sure that you keep this line straight and then move your thumb up and down. So I'm holding both the comb and my shears in my hand, and I mean, this is something I learned in cosmetology school, but if you're interested in learning how to hold a comb and shears at the same time, let me know and I will be more than happy to share that information with you all. So we have this here. If I turn this like this, can you see? I'm like trying not to be in the way, at the same time show you. Okay, so we have this here, and I have my shears. And now we have all of this hair. Oh, I can't believe I just did that to this mannequin. I mean, to this wig. So now we have this short hair, and it's pretty blunt. And I just found this random, I mean, I could tell that this hair has like darker colors, but oh wait, I don't want to cut this. This is the mannequin's hair. All right, so we're back in business. And I went ahead and let the other side of the top of this part down. And so as you can see, I'll zoom in on this, but you can see the hair here that we're going to use as a guideline. So you want to comb this down, and then I'm actually going to get down like this so I can see, and then just cut straight across. Okay, so I'm going to turn the whole thing this way so you can see this next part. So as you see here, we have like a blunt cut, and it's very straight like we want it. And now I'm going to just bring this across and finish cutting the front. So as you see here, I have my guideline. I can see it underneath here, and I'm just going to go ahead and cut this straight across. Shears, scissors, whatever is important so that it actually can see what you want. And bam, there you go, straight cut. And when we blow this out and straighten it, it's going to be so pretty. So now we're just going to continue to do that around the rest of the head, and I'm just going to play some music and semi fast forward through this. One side, but just to make sure that the sides are symmetrical, I would take the front of the hair and make sure they line up in the front. Can you see that? Make sure it's centered, they line up, and then cut this as kind of like a guideline. Even though I have it in the back, I just want to make sure the front is the same length. So now that they are, I can go ahead and do the other side. So now that we have it all done, what I'm going to do now is blow dry this out. So you always want to make sure you clean up the hair first, but what I'm going to do is blow dry this out. And something they teach you, or something you should know, is if you're really cutting someone's hair, always cut it longer than what they say, because they may think they want it shorter, but they really don't, and they don't really know what they're saying. And so then if you need to take more off, then you can. So in this case, I should have went longer than shorter, but I'm going to be using a blow dryer and a round brush to get the look I want. Alright, now that it's all blown out and semi-straight, we can go back and look at where it needs to be refined. And so it is short in the front, and then it gets a little longer as it goes around, which I think I'm going to leave like that. But I do just want to make sure that my lines are straight, very blunt. Look at that. Hey, okay, so now it's time to put it back on. So how do y'all feel about this? Now it's extremely shorter, but I think I'm low-key kind of feeling it. I think I might put a little heat to the ends to curl under, because this is blunt. It's definitely shorter than I wanted. I wanted it like down here. Other than that, I think it's super cute. What do y'all think? I think I'm about to go do my makeup and then see how it all pulls together. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up. I'm trying to do more informational videos of some sort, especially just showing off what I know as far as like hair goes, like things I've learned over the time just in my career. And so I'm trying to be more helpful, and I thought this would be a good video because I've been wanting to cut this. And so this was like the perfect opportunity to do that. And although it is shorter than what I wanted, I think it still turned out really cute. And I can always purchase another one and cut it longer. So like I said, be sure to give this video a thumbs up if you haven't already. If you want to know more about beauty tips and tricks, makeup tips and tricks, all of the above, be sure to hit the subscribe button so you don't miss out. Be sure to check out this video where I'm showing you and sharing with you some makeup tips on how to find the perfect foundation. And then be sure to check out this video where I'm telling you how often I wear makeup and how I keep my skin looking fresh. And subscribe so you don't miss out, and I'll see you in my next upload. Toodles.